There was a boy, there was a girl. She had a heart, he had a world. There was a boy, there was a girl.
Hi everyone, it's Kyra, and today I want to show you guys how to do this olive green smoky eye. I really wanted to use my Lorac palettes just because I really haven't used them too much, and I kind of wanted to play around and see different combinations that I can make with them. So I decided to go with this olive green look. The main color that I use for this look is called Jade, and it's in the Lorac 2 Pro palette. But I also use a dark brown in my brow bone highlight from the Lorac 1 palette. So I actually use both of them, and I love just pairing both palettes together to create really nice looks. I love that the Lorac 1 Pro palette is a lot more warm, it's a lot more browns and golds, and the Lorac 2 palette is a lot cooler with blues and purples and greens and things like that. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm starting out with my brows already done, and then I'm going to apply my MAC Paint Pot in Lane Low. Here I'm just adding some tape to control any excess fallout. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm starting off with Soft Brown by MAC, and just using this as a very soft, natural transition color. And it really helps to start with the lighter colors first, and then work your way into the darker shades because it just helps everything blend together. Now I'm just taking my e.l.f. concealer brush and just blending all of that into the crease. Now for the next shade, I'm going to be using Brownscript by MAC. And Brownscript to me is a very highly pigmented reddish orangish shade. So I like to apply soft brown first and then apply the Brownscript. So that way it'll really blend together and it's not like one big harsh red line across my eyes. And then from there, just go ahead and blend it all out, so that way everything is nice and clean and it all fades beautifully together. By the way, this brush that I'm using is actually a blending brush from Coastal Scents, and it's the perfect dupe for the MAC, I believe it's a 217 brush. Now I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus spray. I'm going to spray that directly onto the brush and then dip the brush into the color Jade, which is in the Lorac 2 Pro palette. And Jade is just a really pretty dark olive green, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's just so perfect. Now, the wetter the brush, the more creamy the eyeshadow will come out and the more pigmented it'll be. So I really suggest adding a lot of the Fix Plus spray and also pack on a lot of the color. I only apply Jade on the inner corner, so for the outer corner, I'm going to be applying the color Cocoa, which is also in the Lorac 2 Pro palette, and just again use the same technique with the MAC Fix Plus spray and packing on the color on the outer V. And then once you've gotten the color to the desired intensity, go ahead and blend that cocoa color up into the crease, just focusing again on the outer V and not bringing it too far into the center. And the key to this look is to really take your time. You don't want there to be too much brown because of course you want the color Jade to be the center focus of the eye. And then of course don't forget to blend. Now to add some more color in the inner corner, we are going to take the color Gold from the Lorac 1 Pro palette and just add that right on the inner corner. And again, with this color, I did take a little bit of Fix Plus spray and just spray my brush before dabbing it into the color, just to make it more pigmented and creamy and just easier to apply. The key to this step is to really feather that gold color into the Jade color, so that way it's not like one big gold blob on your eye. It'll really transition to a really pretty smoky effect. Now again from the Lorac 1 Pro palette, I'm going to be using the color Cream as my brow bone highlight. Now I didn't want to go too bold on the wing liner, so I'm just using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Eyeliner pen and just doing a slight wing, and I absolutely love this liner. It's so precise, it's felt tip, and it's just perfect for getting a very precise line. The only thing about this eyeliner is that it doesn't actually dry matte, but you can always go over it with another liner or some black eyeshadow to fix that. Now on to my face. I'm going to be using my beloved Professional Primer and just applying that to my cheeks. Then I'm following up with my Milk and Magnesia to combat my oily skin. To finish off the eye look, I'm going to go back in with Embark by MAC and just apply that to the outer V area. And this will just kind of add a little bit more smokiness and just make it pop a little bit more. And it's better to start off with little product and then build your way up to the desired intensity. For my foundation, I'm going to be using my Smashbox Photo Skin Finish Foundation, which you guys already know that I absolutely love, love, love. And of course, I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff it all in. Then I'll follow up with my Beauty Blender to just blend it all in even more. To correct my dark areas, I'm going to be using Peach Lustre by MAC and just applying that to those areas and then blending it in with the Beauty Blender. And this just really helps eliminate any dark areas or just any dark cast that might peek through the makeup. To highlight, I'll be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC42 and just applying that under my eye, the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, and my Cupid's bow area. And of course, these are just the areas that you want to attract light to. That's why you're using a shade that is a few shades lighter than your skin tone. And of course, I will be blending it all out with my Beauty Blender. To contour, I'm using my LA Girls Pro Concealer and just applying that along the bridge of my nose and also applying that on my cheekbones as well as the top of my forehead. Now this product dries really fast, so as soon as you apply it, you really have to be quick with blending it out so that way it won't stay and leave a dark stain. For my cheekbone area, I am using another Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend that all in. Now to set the highlighted areas, or the areas where I apply lighter concealer, I'm going to be using my favorite setting powder, which is the Nye Banana Powder. Now I personally like to apply it with a wet sponge, so that way I can pack it in and let it sit there for a few minutes. And while I let the banana powder sit, I'm going to just apply my mineralized skin finish to the outer areas. I love this powder because it's very lightweight, it's very natural looking, and it really brings back the color to my face. And then once that's done, I'm going to just buff away any of the excess banana powder with that same brush. Now to set my contour, I'm actually going to start off by applying Blunt by MAC, which is actually a blush, but I just like to apply it first to kind of serve as a heavier contour color, and then on top of that I will follow up with my Covergirl bronzer and apply that on top of the blunt as well as on the top of my forehead. And I also use the same Covergirl Ebony bronzer on the bridge of my nose as well. For a pop of color on the cheeks, I'm going to take my Breath of Plum blush by MAC and gently place that on the apples of my cheek, and then I'll also follow up with my NARS Albatross highlighter. And of course, you can't forget to set everything with your Fix Plus spray. And lastly, for the eyes, I'm going to be applying my Aliexpress False Lashes with my Duo Glue. And then I'm going to follow up with my Stilla waterproof eyeliner and apply that in the waterline as well as tightlining under the upper lid. Once that's done, I'm going to take the color Jade and just smoke out that bottom line. Now while we finish letting the eyelash glue dry, we are going to just apply our tear duct color, which is the same color gold from the Lorac 1 Pro palette. And for a touch of extra glow, I'm applying Global Glow by MAC. Okay, we are almost done, guys. So for the lips, I am starting off with a nude lip liner by NYX, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lips. Then I'm going to take my NYX Matte Lip Cream in London, which is more of a nude lip cream, and just apply that all over the lips as well. And you can't forget your mascara. Following the lip cream, you're going to apply a darker brown lip liner, and this one is just a random one from the beauty supply store, and just apply that to the outer areas of the lips, and that will help give that ombre effect. Then go ahead and rub your lips together to blend it all in, and then follow up with a nude lip gloss. But first, water break. And here you go, the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.